Welcome, my name is Richard Kaandorp and we are now in the lab for control systems engineering, and one of the modules is applied control, and in that module applied control we use a few setups. I'm going to show you a little bit of those setups. The first setup is a Festo setup in which you have two tanks and you can control the level, the temperature of these tanks or the pressure. And this setup can be connected with your laptop, and the first task is to develop an algorithm and write a program to control the level or temperature or pressure in this setup. Okay. The second setup we have here in this lab is also a Festo setup in which you again see two tanks, one pump, a few sensors, and what the purpose is of this setup is to control the level in the upper tank by letting the fluid flow into that first tank. Again, you have a connection with your laptop by USB. We use some interface from National Instruments, and you have to write a program in MATLAB or LabVIEW or PLC in order to control this setup. After this level setup, we have the third one actually. The third one is a lock and key setup in which you see two servo drives, and these two servo drives work together to put this key into the lock. So it should slide into the lock and then turn. There are a few sensors here and you have to control the key in the right position with writing a software program. Again, you have some connections on the back to connect it with your laptop. This setup is controlling a room temperature. You see a room and you can open a window, so you have some disturbances, and this setup, this temperature setup, is used in the module applied control, again with the National Instruments interface and a USB connection to your laptop to control the room temperature in this this virtual instrument. We have two setups of hair dryers, basically a fan, and this hair dryer can be controlled again with your laptop. There's a sensor in the middle to measure the temperature, there's a heating element and a fan, and this sensor can be placed also in two other locations. So this setup is basically the same, so we have multiple setups. Here you have again the level setup we discussed earlier, and the next setup is a motor generator setup. A motor generator in which one of the electro engines is the motor. It's spinning its axis, and the other serves as a generator producing electricity. So you can measure the rotations of the generator, and you can control the speed, the rotational speed of the axis, and thereby the voltage generated. And the last setup we will discuss is this level setup in which you see a small tank, and that small tank uses some liquid in a circuit. It's pumped around with this pump, and you need to control the level in this tank by using your laptop again with writing a controller connected with your laptop by this USB. So these are only a few setups we use in the module Applied Control in the first semester. I hope you have a good impression of the setups we use in the module Applied Control. Next semester you're going to use them within the minor project. It's important to have some practical experience with these setups, and I hope to see you soon.